Welcome to the Vetter discussion. Today is a special episode where we are introducing the brand new reward system for the scouts in our community. I tell you what, we are so blessed to have access to the Vetter platform, but even more blessed to be supported by fantastic scouts. Now, if you're watching this for the first time and you have no idea what Vetter is or what Vetter is about and what a scout is, that's all right. I invite you to go visit vetter.ai and you can learn more about what we're up to, why we're so excited, and why this video right here, this session right here is a game changer, not only for the scouts in our community, but for every member of the Vetter community. Okay, what we're announcing today is absolutely game-changing for every single person involved in the Vetter ecosystem, and I am so honored and excited to share this information with you today. Now, before we jump into things, my name is Ryan. I hadn't had a chance to introduce myself. My name is Ryan. I'm so glad to be your host today. We have been working behind the scenes for a handful of weeks, putting together a new rewards structure. We've been collecting data, we've been looking at all the numbers, looking at all the results, and just wanted to make sure that we can truly reward the scouts who are providing massive value to the platform. At the same time, have a balance where the entire Vetter ecosystem wins. And we have found that balance, and I'm going to announce that right now. So today we are introducing the Hot Streak Rewards program. Okay, Hot Streak Rewards. Think back in the day where you may have played the game NBA Jam, and you make a shot, and everything is great. You make 2 shots in a row, and the announcer says, "Oh, he's heating up." You make 3 shots in a row. He says, "He's on fire." That's exactly what we have going on in the Vetter community. We're acknowledging and recognizing the scouts that consistently produce great projects and rewarding them based on their hot streaks, okay? Based on the hot streaks. And we're gonna go over all the details. We're gonna go over and look at specific scouts. And if you're watching this right now and you're an active scout in the community and you didn't happen to make it on this list, it does not mean that you didn't qualify, not at all. You just weren't on the radar. Over the last handful of weeks, I've been, peeking the community and saying, hey, who's interested, who's up next, and things like that. And so, you may have fallen under the radar. It's okay. Everybody is eligible for this, okay, as long as you meet the criteria. Okay, so don't feel left out or don't feel, that you didn't get the invite. It's nothing like that at all. This is open for any active scout in our community. So without further ado, let's jump into the Hot Streak Rewards. Now, your streak is going to be based on your last 10 projects. Okay, so it's not just a certain time of the day or a certain time of the month or week. It's literally a rolling 10. A rolling 10 projects. Okay, that's how your streak is going to be based. Okay, the streak is paid out whenever you have 3 consecutive profitable projects. Okay, that's where it unlocks the streak. Okay, so just like an NBA Jam, you make that 3rd shot in a row, you're on fire. Okay, that's how it is here with the Hot Streak Reward. 3 consecutive profitable projects unlocks that first bonus. Okay, I say first bonus because there are actually 3 bonuses that we're talking about here. 3 bonuses for this new reward structure. Number 1 is paid in BNB. Okay, so the first bonus is paid in BNB directly to you every week. Okay, the other 2 are paid in Vetter as a buyback. So meaning we take BNB, we buy Vetter, and then send that to you. Okay, so that's how the community wins. Okay, so you win as a scout by posting great projects. You receive BNB. You have a streak, and there's other criteria involved I'll go over in a minute. That has a multiplier effect on your bonus. And then the community wins by obviously participating in the projects that you present and bring to the platform, but also the community wins in the form of a buyback. And so everybody's bag, it gets bigger. The value is bigger. Okay, when Vetter price goes up, everybody wins. So we've created a win-win-win scenario here. Bonuses are going to be paid weekly. Okay, so this is something that will happen like clockwork, something to look forward to every single week, where everybody is going to win. Okay, so literally, if you're a scout busting it, you're going to get paid. If you are a community member who is getting involved in these projects, you're obviously getting paid because you're following these great scouts, but also the value of veterans is going to go up. Everybody wins. This is a game changer, okay? Now, here are some of the criteria. This is really important. These bonuses and this reward structure is only for non-IDO projects, okay? Non-IDO projects. Okay, so this is only eligible for non-IDO projects. Any IDOs do not count to your streak, okay? IDOs will not help your streak. They're not going to hurt your streak, but they don't count to your streak. This is strictly non-IDOs. Number two, you must launch your own projects. Okay? If for whatever reason, the audit team finds a project that launched last week, it's not going to count towards your streak. On the flip side, if you intentionally don't launch a project that failed and we catch it, that's bad news for you. Let me just put it like that. If that happens more often than not, I'm sorry, we will probably part ways. Okay, so literally, what we want to do here is reward people who believe in the vision and are working hard working hard in whatever role that they're in. Okay, so let me be very crystal clear in saying this. If you game the system in any way, shape, or form, you will be blacklisted. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts. Okay? If you try to think of ways and try to manipulate ways to win, that makes everybody else lose. That's not what we're about here. Just going to throw that out there. Automatic blacklist. This is not like, oh, you don't qualify for bonus. No, it's like you're gone. I'm sorry. After everything that the veteran community has been through, the amount of generosity and bonuses we've paid out, and here's another opportunity and attempt to reward people who are doing good. And if you think you're going to roll up in here and game the system, that will be your last experience in this awesome community. So I just want to make that really clear. Okay, we've been incredibly generous over the last handful of months. And now we really want to acknowledge and honor the scouts and community members who are absolute rock stars. And we're done, quite frankly, with any of the shenanigans that are being played. Okay, so this is, like I said, a win-win-win. Okay, scouts win, token holders win, people investing in the project that the scouts bring up win. Everybody wins in this space and with this project. Okay, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the criteria for the bonus structure. Okay, so like I said, there's going to be three bonuses. Okay, so number one is called the streak count bonus. How many consecutive winning projects did the scout get out of 10 projects? Okay, so the rolling 10. Okay, so how many consecutive winning projects? If there was 0, 1, or 2, there's no bonus. Okay, 3 consecutive projects, it's a 0.1 BNB. 4 consecutive projects, 0.2. 5 is a 0.3, 6 is a 0.6, 7 is a 0.7, 8 is a 0.8, 9 is a 0.9, and 10 is 1 BNB. Okay, this is the bonus that is paid out weekly, every single week. If you had any streaks in between the last payout, this is where this will be paid every single week. Okay, again, it has to be at least 3 consecutive projects in a row. Okay, so this one is paid out in BNB directly to your wallet. The next bonus is called the streak average gains bonus. Okay, so what this is, of your streak, what was the average gain? Okay, not the all-time high. Remember, we're at Vetter. We innovate, we do things different, we create new standards, we raise the bar. Okay, what was the average? Val, Vetter audited highest low on the consecutive winning projects. 1.1 to 1.49, no additional bonus. 1.5, average is a 0.1 B&B additional bonus. 2 is a 0.2, 3 is a 0.3, 4 is a 0.4, 5 is a 0.5, 6 is a 0.6, 7.7, 8.8, 9.9, 10 is 1 B&B, 15 is 1.5 B&B, 20 is 2 B&B, 30 is 3 B&B, 50 is 5 B&B, and 100 or more is 10 B&B. This is the overall average of the streak. Okay, so if you had 3 projects that each did 2x in your streak, you would receive an additional 0.2 B&B. Okay, now this streak average bonus is that B&B is used as a buyback to buy better, and then that better is sent to you. Okay, so the first one, the streak count, is B&B directly to your wallet. This one, that B&B is used to buy better, and then the better is sent directly to you. Okay, so that is the streak average bonus. This is the average of what your streak was. Okay, if you had a 5 streak, and your average was a 5x amongst those, you would receive 0.5. Okay, if all this is making sense, go ahead and give me a thumbs up so I make sure that we're all on the same page. Okay. Perfect. So success rate bonus. What was the total percentage success rate of the scout of the 10 projects? Okay, this is the success rate bonus. If you have under 50%, meaning out of the 10 projects, 6 of them lost, you do not receive any bonuses. Okay, the scout will not receive a streak count bonus if it's under 50%. Okay, so there's no bonuses paid out if you are at a 40% success rate, meaning you post 10 projects, 4 out of 10 do good. For this particular structure, where we are right now, no bonuses would be paid. Okay, 50% or above, you receive the streak count and the streak average bonus. 60% or above, you receive both bonuses plus 0.1 B&B. 70% or above, you receive both bonuses plus 0.5 B&B. 80% and above, you receive both bonuses plus 1 B&B. 90% and above, you receive both bonuses plus 3 B&B. 100%, you would receive both bonuses plus 5 B&B for the success rate bonus. All right, so now we're going to jump into some real projects, some real streaks with scouts in the community. These are real time. Again, if we do not go over yours, that does not mean that you're not eligible. It just means that, we had a top of the list and we're working down. Okay, so we're working off the list, and once we get to it, you'll get everything that's owed to you. Okay, just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page and knows that that it is coming. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab this. Okay, now I know some of this is going to look familiar for those of you who have been tuning into the daily discussion calls. So this is our scout Gordon Gecko, one of our scouts. Right here, we're showing 10 projects, okay, at the time of this recording, the time of recording this information, okay? And so right here, you can see that he had a 10X. We had 2 projects that were not considered profitable. And now the way this works is we consider a project profitable for the rewards based on a 10% gain or more. Okay. I know there's nuances with tax. I know there's nuances with gas. I get it. I understand. But for this reward structure, we're saying any project that does 10% gain or more is considered profitable. Okay. So this is saying there was a project that had 10x, 2 projects that were not profitable. Then we had a 5x, a 5x, a 3x, a 1.25. I'm sorry, I skipped this one. Not profitable, 1.25, not profitable, 1.1. Okay. He has a streak of 3 right here, a streak of 3. Let me move this over here. Okay. He has a streak of 3. So he would get 0.1 BNB, okay, for his 3 streak, 0.1 BNB. Now the average of his streak is 5.6. So he'd receive 0.5 BNB, and then his overall success rate was 60%. So we're looking at these 10 projects here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 not profitable, 6 were profitable. That's 60% success rate. So he'd receive 0.1. So total in bonuses, receiving 0.7 BNB, 0.1 of which is going to be BNB directed to his wallet, and 0.6 is going to be in buyback for Vetter, which goes to his wallet, and everybody's value goes up. Okay, so congrats, Gordon Gecko, on that score. Next up is Mr. LDN 100X. Okay, and we base this off of, so this is the first round of, these bonuses. And what we wanted to do, everybody moving forward, this is active for everybody. Okay, the rolling 10. Okay. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to make sure that, we were able to, instead of picking the absolute worst, segment of projects, we wanted to have a good balance. Okay, so we can really reflect and reward the scouts for crushing it. Because, like, seriously, you guys are absolutely crushing it, and we're so thankful and grateful to have you in the community. Okay, so Mr. LDN 100X, his score ranking is going to be from his 11th to number 20. So number 11 to number 20. You can see that right here. Okay, he has a streak count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he receives 0.2 BNB. The average return, 40x. That's what happens when you get 100x and a 50x. It kind of pushes those numbers up. So he's looking at 3 BNB for his streak average. Success is 60%. Okay, so he's looking at 0.2 BNB directly to his wallet, and then 3.1 BNB used as a buyback to buy Vetter and sent to his wallet. So congrats, Mr. LDN 100X. Very well done. Next up, we have Mr. Captain Kurt. We're going from number 11 to 20. Mr. Captain Kurt has a 3 streak. Okay, 1, 2, 3. He's looking at 0.1 BNB coming to him directly to his wallet. Average streak gains is right at 2x. Okay, he's looking at 0.2, 60% success rate. He's looking at 0.1. So he's receiving a total of 0.4 BNB. 0.1 is going to be directly to his wallet in BNB. The other 0.3 is going to be used as a buyback. So congrats, Captain Kurt, and congrats to the community. Everybody's winning. Mr. Metal Ride, we're looking at projects from number 5 to number 14. Okay, we have a streak count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Streak average is 1.4. And this one happens to not fall in the category. Okay, so there's no bonus for the streak average. Sorry, that needs to move. There we go. Okay, so no bonus right there for the streak average, but 60% success rate, so 0.1. Okay, so Metal Ride is going to receive 0.1 BNB, and then 0.1 is going to be used for a buyback. Okay, so congratulations, brother. Mr. Hellstrom, 1 through 10. We have a streak count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 projects there. Bonus is going to be 0.2 BNB. The streak average is 5x, so it's going to be 0.5. Success rate is 60%, so that's a 0.1. So total of 0.8 BNB, 0.2 of which is directly from BNB, and the other 0.6 is going to be used as a buyback. So again, hey, congratulations, Mr. Hellstrom. Congratulations to the community. Mr. Brink 36. We're going 1 to 10 with Mr. Brink 36. And we have a 3 streak right here. He actually has two 3 streaks. We're just going to count this one since it's the highest. Okay. And he's looking at 0.1 average streak, or sorry, streak average, 14x. That's pretty spicy. That's 1 BNB and a 70% success rate. 70%. Hey, if you guys know Brink 36, you know that he's very thorough. Okay. He's not gonna, I mean, he's definitely not shy about sharing his thoughts on, what he likes or dislikes about a project, but he also, if he's liking a project, there's a reason why. He's super thorough. If you've ever had the opportunity to learn from him. And so congratulations, 70% success rate. That's fantastic. So 1.8 BNB going to you, my friend, and 0.1 is in BNB and 1.7 is going to be used as a buyback. So congratulations, brother. Appreciate you and your contribution. Mrs. PSC 100X, she's looking at a streak count of 5. Okay, so 5, she's looking at 0.3 BNB. Okay, average or streak average is a 3x, so she's looking at 0.3 right there. Success rate 80%. See, Phyllis and Brink, they're in that same boat as well. Very selective with the project that they find. And here's one of the things I absolutely love about these numbers, guys. I've been talking a lot about this on the daily discussions, that find scouts that resonate with your own personal style, and it makes it really simple and easy to follow those projects. But what you're going to find is all of these scouts are successful in their own rights, their own ways, their own strategies, and it's all about finding what works best for you, okay, and what's comfortable for you. And the types of projects that Phyllis may get into could be different than Brink, which could be different from Metal Ride. It's about everybody finding what works best for them, but as a community working together and finding these projects, which is phenomenal. Okay, so Phyllis, 1.4 BNB headed your way. 0.3 is going to be BNB, and then 1.1 is going to be used as a buyback. So congratulations, Phyllis. Mr. Kevin 9, we're going 1 through 10 here. Let me go a little bit higher there. Mr. Kevin 9 is currently, he has a 3 streak. It's open though, meaning this streak can continue. Okay, this is a good example to explain how this is going to work. So every week we're going to pay out the count streak based on where you are at. Okay, so let's say that right here, he's got 3. Okay, so let's say if payment was today, he'd get his 0.1 BNB today. And let's say this streak continued into next week, and he got 2 more projects for a streak of 5. A streak of 5 pays out 0.3 BNB. Okay, so next week he would get the difference between the 2. Okay, so that way payments are always coming out every week. The moment the streak ends is when the streak average and the streak success rate bonuses are paid. Okay, so this is, like I said, a really good illustration of, this bonus would be paid out every day that we pay out bonuses. However, the streak average and success rate would be paid when this streak ends. Okay, so that way the money's always flowing. Okay, the money's always flowing. You know that if you're scouting projects and great projects are coming up, you know that money's always going to be coming in. Super cool. And also, buybacks happening on a regular basis. Like that, I've been so excited all day today, getting everything ready to announce this. And this has been so fun, getting to see these numbers on the chart. Okay, and so wanted to go over 2 more. So let's cover WM stock. So WM stock is going from 1 to 10. Okay, WM stock has a 8 streak. Okay, he had an 8 streak. This ended his streak right here. So he's receiving 0.8 BNB coming directly to his wallet. His streak average is a 10x. Okay, 10x streak average, which is 3. I'm sorry, which is 1 BNB. Here's the kicker: 90% success rate, 3 BNB. He's receiving a total of 4.8 BNB coming his direction, 0.8 of which is straight BNB, and the 4 BNB will be used as a buyback. So congratulations, brother. I know that life's been a little busy. There's been a lot of life events happening, but just want to acknowledge you for your contribution and what's how you've been contributing to the community. So congrats on that. And then last but not least, and I've actually been talking to Vodka Hawk. I told him no pressure. I told him no pressure. So someone asks, what does a buyback mean? So what this means is we're going to take this 3 BNB right here. So WM stock earned this BNB, but we're going to take this BNB and we're going to buy Vetter with it. And we're going to send that Vetter to WM stock's wallet. So that means that there's going to be consistent and constant buys every week on Vetter. So the price will continually go up, buys will continually happen, and everybody will continually win. A cool thing is people can actually look forward to this happening. People could potentially position themselves knowing that a buyback is happening. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay, so again, congrats, WM stock, 4.8 BNB, 0.8 going to you in BNB, and 4 BNB doing a buyback. So congratulations for that. And last but not least, can we get a drum roll, please? Mr. Vodka Hawk. Mr. Vodka Hawk is sitting at currently a 7 streak. Okay. Right now, I told him no pressure. Okay. Right now, if it were at all to end right now, he's looking at 0.7 BNB directly to his wallet, streak average of 5.8x with a 90% success rate. Okay. 90% success rate. So he's looking at 4.2 BNB coming to him. But here's where it gets crazy, guys. He has a bit of a head start. Okay. He's at a 7 streak right now. And so this is a challenge I'm throwing out to Vodka Hawk, but I'm also throwing out to all the scouts. Right now, no one's ever had a 10 streak. Okay. Yes, he does have a bit of a head start. But I know some of you are super active. Okay. And so you can only be the number one, the first ever one time. All right. You can only be the first 10 streak ever. Okay. So yeah, Justin, there we go, brother. Yeah. Challenge accepted. What I'm saying is you will go down in history as the first person to ever get a 10 streak in the new rewards program. Okay. So I'm encouraging you, Vodka Hawk, man. Hey, I know life events are happening. You're super busy. Find a way. The other scouts, wherever you're at, if that is appealing to you, it's super appealing to me. Like I want to be that guy, I want to be that guy. But no, I want all of us to realize that this is super doable. And the better you get at the scouting process and dialing in what you're looking for, this is super cool is what I'm trying to say. And I believe that over time, there's going to be a handful of people that have 10 streaks, because as we continue to grow and evolve and develop and learn from each other, we're all going to get better. And when we all get better, the community gets better. When we all get better, we all raise the bar and the quality of the projects go up, and the quality of the gains and everybody just wins. And this is a integral part in that process of, rewarding scouts for doing a phenomenal job, but also supporting the community in seeing how to find this information, what to look for with this information, and things like that. So again, hey, congratulations to, we just did 10, okay, 10 today. We are, like I said, we are working on others, Okay. If you were not mentioned today, it does not mean you're not eligible. You definitely are. We had a window of time, and these are the ones we all verified through that process. And just so you know, we verify this information. Okay, it's not just as simple as, oh, hey, it looks like it's profitable on the chart. No, we're digging deep. We're making sure that the projects were legit. We're making sure that people could actually sell. We're making sure that sometimes rug pulls or honeypots can be kind of suspicious, or not suspicious, but they can kind of fly under the radar. So just know that, like, we were already very, very adamant about an OCD about, what projects were profitable or not. Just know that it's even more so now. Okay. Our guard is up. We are looking and making sure that there's no foul play, because at the end of the day, we want everybody to win in the community. And, we do that through data integrity. Okay. So yeah, it's official now, brother. So this is officially now. Bonuses will be paid out. If they're not paid out in the next handful of days, bonuses without a doubt will be paid out by next Tuesday. Okay. So a handful of days from now at the very latest, but this is in effect now. Okay. So all the 10 that I covered today, you have your bonuses coming to you whenever that actually takes place. But we are keeping track of all projects that are coming through. Okay, so it is live, it is active, and we are watching, monitoring, auditing, whatever word you want to use. We have a pulse on the situation and making sure everything is good to go. So with that, so this is going to be, it'll be sent to you. It won't be. Yeah, so this is it's a manual process. So currently it's a manual process, so it won't be integrated into the platform or anything like that. But when we have our own charting software, we have our own things. I mean, it's possible that it could be automated. Right now, it's still manual. Okay. So does anybody have any questions on the new Hot Streak reward system? Questions or comments, or are you excited? Are you looking forward to it? Also, if you happen to be watching this right now and you're not a scout, okay, maybe you're watching this on YouTube, here is a really lucrative way. If you're really good at finding projects and picking winners, here's a really lucrative way to do that and actually, obviously make money by investing in your own projects, but also, getting compensated from, the Vetter platform and Vetter ecosystem.
Hey, Ryan.
Hi, Phyllis.
Hi, I just wanted to say congratulations to everyone, and a special congratulations to you for coming up with an incredible program. So thank you for that. But I'm really excited to see the amount, all the people here. I mean, it's pretty amazing. And just want to say congratulations to each and every person here. You've done an amazing job. I think that there's so much more out there that we can actually tap. And so I just wanted to say thank you. And I wanted to say congratulations, a job well done.
Oh, thank you, Phyllis. I appreciate that. It's been like I said, this has been such a fun experience. And, I was asked to come up with a new reward structure, and, I took it on, and as it started kind of having a life of its own, I really saw that this could really help the community on a lot of different ways. And, just to give you an idea, obviously this is not a priority. Okay. Just so we're all on the same page. So people don't be asking in Telegram what I'm about to share. Okay. Win this, win that. Okay. None of that nonsense. Okay. We don't do that here, guys. We're professionals. Okay. But no, seriously, guys, imagine how cool it would be to go to the Vetter platform and see this data on the scouts. To be able to look at someone's tracker page and to be able to see, like, oh, hey, great. Vodka Hawk's currently at a seven streak. Okay. And to see, oh, Phyllis is doing such and such. and to see, Justin or Jesse is doing such and such. Like, that's where we're headed. Okay, obviously there's a lot of things we get to do getting ready for, upcoming festivities. But like, that's where we're headed. And, each challenge that we come across and each challenge that we accept and we move through, we're just getting one step closer to, some really, really cool things. But, this is why I've been so focused on data on the daily discussions and supporting everyone and understanding, how to look at this and how to read this. And like, even if you get a loss, it can still be profitable. Losses are still profitable. It's all part of the game. It's all part of the game. And not to be discouraged by losses, not to be discouraged by, if okay, a rug pull happens, let's say it slips between all of us. Let's say we all looked at a project, it looked like it was legit, it was good to go. And they rug. Okay, so what? We got a whole calendar full of more projects. Let's get back to work. So that's why I've been so headstrong and adamant about sharing this information, and letting people realize, like, it's not the end of the world, guys. Like, there's only so much stuff we can control and focus on. We do our best to eliminate the bad apples, but every once in a while, something's going to get through, but it's okay, because there's always another one. So yeah, thank you, Phyllis, for that. I really appreciate that. And again, hey, congratulations to all the scouts. You guys have been absolutely crushing it. And, the current compensation in place is designed to just, submit something. And now we're up in the ante. Just like we're raising the bar with the whole ecosystem in Skylabs, just like we're raising the bar there, we're now raising the bar with scouts and bringing a different level of professionalism, intentionality behind it, and just a new standard. Okay, so again, congratulations for you guys busting your tails and working hard, and now be heavily compensated for that. So let me check the chat real quick. Okay, so Mod says, if a Scouts project is average 1.1 for a 10 streak, it is still qualify for BNB. Yeah, so if they have a 10 streak, they will qualify they'll get, so his example is, if all they had were these bare minimums, yeah, technically it would work. Okay, you're going to get a 10 streak, so you're going to get one BNB for that. Your average, you're not going to get a streak average gain bonus. Okay, you're not going to get this bonus because it's too low. And you would have 100% success rate. Okay, so yes, it is possible. So if someone were to get 10 projects with a 10% gain consecutively, and we verify the legitimacy of every one of those, there's a potential for 6 BNB on the table. 1 BNB directly to you, 5 BNB as a buyback. Let me see the next question. Is there any discussion to be able to contribute more than 3 projects to the calendar per 24 hours? That actually was brought up. There's a little dance that gets to happen for that to happen. Okay, there's a give and take that would get to happen for some of those things to shift. But that is in talks. Okay, because I mean, something to think about. We're always looking for ways to reward people who are working hard and contributing. At the same time, if everybody was like that, we would have some really great systems in place. But sometimes people have a different mentality than that. And so they're just looking out for themselves. And so sometimes things like that can be exploited, if that makes sense. Okay. So, but yes, that is something that was actually brought up. I think it was today, actually. Deborah says, yes, super exciting and helpful to everyone. Okay. Maud says, I'm not a scout, but this looks amazing to start. Absolutely. Yeah, brother. Like that's the thing, in anybody, if you're not a scout right now, don't feel like you're going to show up, and don't have the expectation that you're going to show up and it's going to look like this. And don't have the expectation you're going to show up and it's going to look like this. It's going to look like whatever it looks like. Okay. You're going to have some wins, you're going to have some losses. And the idea is over time, you're going to get better. Okay. And that's the whole game of it. Over time, you're going to find what projects work well for you, and you're going to find maybe little pockets of where you get information, You're going to find maybe some tips and tricks. Maybe you're going to find some criteria that you really like that seems to work well. For example, I know, Justin Metalride, he loves and only focuses on projects where teams are 100% doxed. When you start finding those things for yourself, it eliminates a lot of other options. Okay, it narrows your focus is what I'm trying to say. And it makes the scouting portion easier when you already have some preset criteria in your mind. You're like, hey, I'm not even going to look at this project if it doesn't have, certain things. Let me look at some more questions. Oh yeah, Phyllis answered that question. Thanks, Phyllis. Okay, perfect. All right, so anybody else have any other questions? I wanted to pull something up because I thought this was great. I try to do this, and sometimes, I'll be honest, guys, sometimes I forget. But anytime we talk about a project on the discussion call, I always want to try to circle back and say, okay, this is what we talked about. How did it turn out? Whether it's good or bad. Sometimes we talk about projects that, I was like, I don't know, this one doesn't look too good, or these are the things I see about it. This is what could be problematic. And, to look at it again and see what happens. And, but this is, what is this? Oh, this is Gnome Mines. Okay, Gnome Mines. And this was scouted by Lorraine and Metalride. He actually vetted it. And we talked about this project last week. We actually had Metalride come on and talk about the token metrics. And, we talked about, if you have done a handful of paper trading, handful of volume of launches, and you're good to go, see if this project works out for you. If you were new, we definitely invited you to paper trade it and look at it and take a look. And so, again, when we're talking live, I think you guys realize this. Whenever we're talking about projects that we think are rock stars, it has no indication on whether it's going to be profitable or not. And when we talk about projects that look like duds, it has no indication and guarantee of whether it's going to be a dud or not. Okay? We're literally just sharing ideas of what we think are good and things that we think could be problematic. At the end of the day, like I said in the beginning, we all could say that Gnome Mines was going to be a grand slam, and maybe it dumps. We have no control over that. Okay, but I do find it helpful and valuable to always go back and look at the projects we talk about, and just as a point of reference, we talk about what's the criteria that you're looking for, and this project had a bunch of criteria had a bunch of criteria that we liked. We even compared it to, Justin and I, we even compared it to Petaverse, which is a project that launched almost a month ago. And so, hey, congrats to Lorraine. This project started off great and continued to do good. Okay, if you look at this line here, this is where the project launched. This is a 5-minute chart. It may be a little hard to see, but whoops. Uh-oh. There we go. This is 5-minute chart here. This is where it launched. It could be hard to see because I'm not zoomed in, but this is in Telegram. So check out Telegram. But we had a Vetter audited highest low, a val, within the first 24 hours. You had 1 hour to sell at a 4.7x. Oh, that's spicy. Okay. Now, if your money management was to go for a 4x, you would have reached that. If your money management was to go for a 2x, you would have got that over here. Okay, let's still use our brains. Let's still use our planning. Okay, let's still use our brains, still use our planning. It's easy to look at these projects and say, oh, I could have got a 4.7x. Oh, I could have got a 5.3. No. You look at these projects and you say, what was my target going to be? 1x, or not 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x. If your target was a 3x, congratulations. This project was a winner. That's how we look at this stuff, okay? I just have that proper mindset. If this did 100x and your target to rip was a 2x, congratulations, you got in a great project. Okay, does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up, let me know. After the first 24 hours, 2 hours to sell at a 5.3. Okay, so if your money management, if your target was a 5x, congratulations, you got it. Okay, so super cool project. Again, congrats to Lorraine and Metalride for working on this, and congrats to everybody who was on the daily discussion who got the little tip. on this project. Okay, so Mod asks, can you please advise the process to start scouting and adding projects to the calendar? Absolutely. We're not going to cover it today, but we can cover it on one of the daily discussion sessions, 100%. Okay. And Aaron asks, how is 24 hours, 7 days, 1 month going to play into the bonus system? Aaron, that's a great question. Here's where it gets even better. The gains that you saw today, the gains that we covered, are strictly 24-hour gains. So if this is really, really great, like if we knock it out of the park with this reward structure and people are loving it and people are enjoying what's going on, it does have the potential to roll into the 7-day time frame as well as the 30-day time frame. And it's possible that some of these scouts could have streaks on the different time frames, and potentially there could even be multipliers, and there could be the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. So for now, it's kind of like the pilot program. Okay, it's like the new reward system pilot program, where this is where we're at today. It's going to be for the 24-hour time frame. And as we show the validity of what's going on, as we show if the community likes it, if the scouts enjoy it, if it's a win-win all the way around, yeah, there's definitely room to shift some things up and do all that stuff. But yeah, there's guys, there's so much cool stuff coming, so much excitement happening in the community. And like I said, I'm honored to have been able to put this together. And also want to give a shout out to Luis and Jesse. They're part of the auditing team, and they were helping me collect this data, and all of us going through it with a fine-tooth comb, making sure that all the I's were dotted and the T's were crossed. And we just wanted to make sure that all the information that we share is accurate and we can count on it. It's dependable. So when we go out to the market and we share these gains, we know that like this is legit. Okay. Of course, there's going to be sometimes mistakes happen. Of course, there could be things that slip through the cracks. But like our processes are dialed in to where we want to make sure that when we announce something, when we share something, that it's good to go and everybody can rely on that information. So does anybody have any questions or comments on the new rewards system or anything like that? Okay, perfect. Does anybody have a project they want to take a look at? We have like 8 minutes, and we could potentially do like a speed run on a project and take a look at just take a look at something real quick. If anybody has anyone they want to look at. FanPad. Sarah, what the recommendations? Let's take a look. Sarah, do you know what day it is on the calendar? I don't see it. Oh, maybe it's one word. June. Okay, I don't see it here, but do you know who scouted it?
Does it have a launch date on it? Maybe that's why it's not showing up on the calendar.
Yeah, probably not. I'm gonna look in
You want me to go into
I'm sorry, yeah, that's probably what it is. So let me look at oh, there we go.
Hey Ryan, it's on the 31st of May. It's listed. I can see it.
Well, how come you have special access and I don't? Okay, so it's not showing on my end, but this is really strange. Yeah, so it is showing IDO on the 31st, but it's not on my end. But that's okay. I know where it's at now. It's posted by John. So I'll just search I'll search his projects here.
Ryan, are you sure you didn't have an additional filter?
I could. It's very possible.
It caches your filters, so
Yeah, let me reset it. So what Adam's saying is it saves what filters you have. So right here, if you just click this button, it cancels everything out. And so now you see everything. And so I guess I had something there.
there you go, my man.
So there we go, fan pad. Okay, Sarah, just out of curiosity, what do you like about this project right out of the gate?
To be honest, I'm just interested because it's supposed to be a launch pad for the Phantom network.
Okay,
So I'm very interested to see how it compares to the launch pad that Vet is going to have. So
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, everyone keeps saying, oh, we're going to launch this launch pad here, there, and everywhere. But it feels like everyone's trying to do the same thing. So I'm trying to see how, you can stand out with your project, if you see what I mean. So that's what I just thought, oh, yeah, that's where I'm coming from.
right, okay. Let me look to see where it's launching from. Just out of curiosity, let's see. So it says it's an IDO. Let's see if we can find what launch pad or where.
I think it's Phantom.
Oh, just Phantom.
I think it is Phantom Launchpad.
I'll apply for IDO at Phantom pad. Is this, I'd seen someone in Telegram asking about, was it normal for projects to KYC? And I wonder if this is the project that was in discussion. Do you remember, Phyllis?
I'm sorry, I really don't.
Yeah. we
No,
see-
this wasn't the project that was in the chat about the KYC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Sarah was saying she was curious about this project simply because I guess what I recalled her saying was, there's a handful of projects that are creating their own launch pads. So how, what is this project doing differently or the same or compared to, what we're doing? And so really comparing us with other projects, I was actually having this conversation this morning. There's a lot of circular conversations going on here. So one of the things that I was thinking about with what Vetter is doing is Vetter launched a project. First of all, Vetter is a company, number one, launched a project based on a concept that was already working, and then tokenized it, gamified it, and that's how we have the Vetter platform. And then through that process, a level of integrity and data integrity and a successful launch. There was a lot of things that happened in the Vetter ecosystem that allowed us to do what we did. There was a lot of problems that were solved in the Vetter ecosystem and on the Vetter platform that now we have a unique offering to other projects. So something to think about. Vetter in the ecosystem is not just a crypto project. Number one, it's a company, but two, it's also it's more so like a tech company in the crypto space versus a crypto project. Those are way different things. Okay, a crypto project is someone who's looking to get a contract, launch a project, make some money, leave, and then do it again. We are innovating and solving problems that other companies don't know how to solve. And the things that we've done on our back end to get to where we are, we hold the keys that some people are still searching for and looking for. And so when I think about, because I was asking the question today, what would make someone want to launch with us versus launch with another launch pad, whether it be IDO, like a major launch pad, or whether it be like PinkCell or DXL, or even GemPad. GemPad is starting to be popular now. And, those are the reasons that I was coming up with on why it's more than just a quick money grab. there's real utility. And I don't mean utility as in like the DApp. I mean utility as in some of the things that are behind the scenes that we don't even know about. Okay, some of the problems that our dev teams have solved that other teams don't even know their problems yet. Like that's how advanced we are and how ahead of the game and curve we are. So those are my thoughts initially. If we were to compare any launchpad with what we're doing with Vetter, we're building out the entire ecosystem, but we already have not all the problems. We don't have all the problems solved. We already have a lot of problems solved. So like when someone decides to come work with us, they're getting more than just being able to launch. I've never just gone to Pinkcell and just try to figure out, hey, how can I launch a project here? I don't know what the process is. I don't know how much help Pinkcell actually provides, but we actually have an ecosystem and a platform in which people can come on, a project can come on board and be supported in a variety of different ways. And that's what makes us different. So we didn't talk at all about FanPad. I was just stuck on the idea of, I heard, there's different projects that are creating launch pads. We're doing it. How are we different? How are they different? I think that it's likely, I haven't looked into what it actually takes to be successful, being a launch pad. I haven't looked into that at all. But if initially the one of the thoughts is if Pinkcell does a really bad job at something and you can solve a problem for that in and of itself can give you a competitive advantage. So like Gympad, I'm just really surprised at how quickly all of a sudden, I didn't know what Gympad was. All of a sudden, like there's projects launching all over Gympad. And I don't know what they're doing differently, but it was just like, it wasn't a smooth transition. It was like very abrupt. Like same thing with like the fair launch process, and very abrupt with like the move and earn process. All of a sudden it was like, bam, it's there. So Sarah, I don't know if that answered your question or not. We didn't look at all about the actual project. If they have the money, I suppose that if they have the money and backing, I suppose they can build whatever they want to build. But my question is, who are they going up against? I don't know anything about Phantom, the Phantom network. And I don't know if this is Phantom. Just because it said fan, okay, it is Phantom. I just want to make sure, just because it said FanPad doesn't mean it's actually Phantom. I don't know anything about Phantom Network. So let's say that there's only one. Let's say there's only one other launchpad on Phantom. And so like, okay, so if we were to create our own launchpad, how are we going to stand out? What are we going to do differently? Okay, let's figure out the things that this launchpad is doing really good. And let's either make it better or let's see what they're doing really bad at and let's solve that problem. And that's how we could stand out in the market. So those are my ideas. If they have like I said, a strong community, strong backing, if they have previous success doing something like a community like Vetter has, I'm sure that's going to help them. But if there's not very many fish, or not very many, if there's not very many options for launch pads, and they can come in here and do something different, something fresh, something new, I suppose they could do well. But this is all speculation without any research at all that I've done on the project. So this is strictly me just talking right now. But does anybody have any? If that was not what Sarah was saying, someone else feel free to chime in and share an additional thought on that. If that's not where she was headed with that thought process.
I'm not sure she was, I think you explained it well. I just wanted to touch on actual like Phantom, and I'm noticing Phantom is a token. I bought that token a while back, and I am noticing a couple tokens out there now kind of chiming in on the launchpad. I actually just noticed that today. I was actually watching a YouTube video on some launch pads that came out, and I was like, wait a minute, I have Phantom, and now there's a Phantom launch pad. So I'm sure that's not really what she's looking for, but I am noticing like that kind of a trend happening. So
Yeah. I got you. Thank you, Phyllis. Yeah. So to go from that, so let me treat it like a project that I would take a look at. Okay. So just right away, website's super clean. Like, this is a great website. They've spent money on this. This is really professional looking website. Okay, I mean, okay, the cleanest part was this part right here. Okay, so maybe it's not as advanced as I was thinking originally. It looks good though. I like the feel of it. I know I don't see anything right away about Teams. I don't see anything right away about Teams. So with this being a major platform, maybe they don't really want to be doxed. Maybe they just want to fly under the radar, which is fine. One of the things I say on these calls is I'm okay with either option. Just be at one end of the spectrum. I don't care which end. Either go all in with doxing or none at all. Like, no in between. So I'm okay with no doxing, if that's the route they want to take. So let's look at the Telegram. Okay, so 49,000 members. We got 54 pin messages. Okay, so a lot of communication there. That's good. Okay, January 7th was the first pin message. Okay, with them being a launch pad, I would expect them to have a pretty old Telegram. Okay, this isn't super old, but it's at least 5-6 months. Okay, maybe they started this. Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay, this person's adding people. That was kind of confusing. So yeah, in the early days, not much is really going on here. First announcement was January 7th. Okay, so they've been working at this for a period of time, which is encouraging. All they have are AMA proposals. I don't see any actual that they've done any AMAs. Team. Like, let's see here. So can someone help me wrap my head around this real quick? So it's an IDO. Okay. Where are they going to launch from? Like, what? So it's an IDO, so they get to launch somewhere. I mean, or maybe they could just launch themselves, like we're planning on doing. I suppose that's a possibility. But that's where I want to figure out where they're launching from. Is a question where launch?
Hey, Ryan, can I chime in on that for a sec?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I've participated in a few Launchpad token launches, and I haven't actually done very well on them. I've also scouted a few, and I'm not that thrilled about them. So the number one thing to look for in a Launchpad token, in my opinion, is they have to have an absolutely massive marketing budget, and that marketing budget has to be up in front and talked about all the time, because it's the only way that their launchpad will be sustainable is marketing new potential products to come and join their launchpad. And I find that the majority of launchpad style tokens that are launching from their own launchpad. And then they use that success as a bit of their marketing strategy for attracting new tokens to come there. BSC pad, bin starter, red kite, they all did that same strategy, and they did such a great launch that they were able to do that. There's now so many of these launch pads coming on board that
Right.
they're completely diluting the launch pad market place, and it's going to be very difficult to get tokens to launch on their launch pad. Like, why? Like you're saying, why would they want to launch on that launch pad? So
Right.
unless there's something with a massive marketing plan in place, I'd be very weary of them right now.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents.
No, that makes sense. Like I don't want to call it a trend because obviously it takes a lot of money and resources, I would imagine, to have a launch pad. But I guess it's maybe like that next level of a project. Maybe people recognize that like just the regular project space is quote unquote saturated or full. They're like, oh, hey, let's be different. Let's have a launch pad. Let's do that. But yeah, to your point, I guess I see how if they launch on their own platform, that's going to give them a lot of publicity if it goes well, and they can market that and they can say, hey, look at what we did, and we can get you similar results or XYZ. So that makes sense. And I guess in a way, if we do the same thing, but it's different because we're better, but no, really. So I guess when I see this, Sarah, from my perspective, when I see this, it makes me a little confused. Okay. And so my mind just starts asking these questions where like, well, first of all, I don't necessarily understand, what's going on. And, from a sales perspective, confused buyers don't buy. So like, if I were to see something like this personally, the way my mind works, I would look at it and be, okay, that's cool. And then I wouldn't do anything else with it, personally, just because, there was nothing that grabbed my attention right away. There's no team information. Like I said in Telegram earlier, I'm a sucker for teams that have good stories and good doxing. And, there's none of that here. Right away, there's nothing that catches my attention that makes me want to actually dig deeper personally. And so I'm just sitting here scratching my head thinking, I don't really know what's going on here. And then I lose interest. And so that's my own personal thing. And that's why I asked, when you first had shared it, what were some things that stood out? But yeah, thank you, Justin, for chiming in. He has experience with investing in some launch pads, and it sounds like, so far, his experience hasn't been, phenomenal. But that doesn't mean that this project is good or is bad. It is what it is. But if you do like it, get in there and ask the questions that you haven't been able to find out. But also, like Justin said, marketing is so big and such a big deal. And so, I typed in marketing and there's not much that's coming back with, information. So if you are someone who's watching this right now and you like the project, you want to look more into it, I think that'd be a really good path to take and to try to figure out, or not try to figure out, but see if they actually have a really clear marketing plan in place, similar to that of Vetter. Like a really detailed plan in place, something that they're crystal clear on what they're going to do and how they're going to execute. Because like Justin said, you're going to need a lot of stuff to get this off the ground. And if you launching, I guess look at it this way, if the entire success and longevity of FanPad is based on their own launch, it sounds like they got to go all in on making sure that is phenomenal. And so without those things in place, maybe, that's something that you would, maybe be wary of. So hope that helps. And hope that, that gives you some ideas on, what to ask for and what to look for. So with that, we are about 13 minutes over, which is great because we had a great session today. So, hey, if you guys are excited about the new reward structure, go ahead and blow up Telegram, talking about, whatever you're excited about and why you think it's a big deal and how you think it's going to impact Vetter and why everybody, it's a win-win. And, whatever your thoughts are, walking away from today's call, just show your excitement in Telegram and let's get some people excited about, about what's going on here. So, hey, thank you guys for being a part of the conversation today. Thank you, Phyllis, and thank you, Justin, for chiming in and providing your thoughts. And again, big shout out to all the scouts for doing a phenomenal and fantastic job. I look forward to seeing more hot streaks, rewarding and paying out more hot streaks, records being broken. I mean, like here's where the game starts. It's like, 90% success rates, or 10 streaks, or what's the highest average streak? Can someone get 50x for the average? Can someone get 7500x for the average? Like, now that we're entering a new phase of like camaraderie and gamemanship in a good way, because we're just elevating the space and raising the bar. So with that, I will end it like I always do. My mentor always said, life can be short. So for those that you care and love, let them know you care and love them. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being part of the Better community. There's so much good stuff happening here. And this is a fantastic ride. So be sure to stay plugged in, get your questions answered, and keep taking steps forward. So with that, I will see you in Discord. I will see you in Telegram. And that's all we got. Bye for now.
Thanks, Ryan.
And thank you guys.